What is up, boys? Kryptonetic here. I just wanted to do a quick little update on the whole market, on all of my thoughts about the market, on what I think will happen and how I want to play it. So, as you can see, we have a lot of green in the past day or so. Most of the coins are up. There are some exceptions, but none of the coins are really getting a downtrend. So, as I said yesterday on my Twitter, I tweeted out saying that Sunday usually predicts how the market will go the next week. Like, if we have a green Sunday close, most likely, at least for the past 3 weeks, as I've noticed, most likely we will have a green week overall. So yeah, we closed Sunday green, so who knows? I think we have some upside left. Like, we managed to touch 42k. We're sitting at 41.677, so you would not really want to be so much on the short side right now, but waiting it out is fine. You just don't want to be extremely short and get liquidated. So something I've noticed is Bitcoin dominance has been on the rise without stopping. Like, if we go to the daily chart, for example, or the 4-hour, my bad, you can see it's been an uptrend since, like, yeah, let's actually go to the daily, my bad. It's been an uptrend since like half of November. So yeah, you don't want to be fading Bitcoin, at least not now, in terms of its altcoin pairs. So something to keep in mind. We really don't have that much to hold us until we get to like 57%, or maybe even like here around 60%. Like 60% Bitcoin dominance is coming. That's what I think. Whether we get it on this move up, or as we start falling down and altcoins just crash completely while Bitcoin goes down like 10 or 15%, and altcoins go down like 50%, you will get your 60% dominance. But we could also get it with a grind up, where Bitcoin grinds up and altcoins struggle a bit. Like, they don't really struggle that much like they used to before, but it's not as good as you would like it to be in a bull market. So yeah, Bitcoin dominance has been on the rise. So yeah, something I've noticed is the pattern that we've had the past few days or weeks is the fact that as soon as we start going down on Bitcoin, like as soon as we get some downside move, Powell comes in and prints billions of dollars and just pulls the market out of shit. So that's something to expect until it's wrong. So you wouldn't say we could get to like 30k all of a sudden, but we would have already been there if there weren't billions of dollars printed. So yeah, also something that I have noted is, if you asked me like 2 days ago whether I think we will crash from 42k, I would have been certain. Like, maybe not two days ago, but like a week ago, when we were ranging here, I thought this was distribution, as well as Nick's. I mean, he put the thought in my head. Like, I looked around a bit, and I just noticed distribution here. So while it didn't play out, we had a trend line going up. It didn't fall. Like, the trend line actually made us go up to 42k. What would make sense here is having the distribution higher. Like, I don't think we will crash all of a sudden. I think max pain comes from ranging here. Like, you can see the Monday range here is above 42k for the high, below 40k for the low, and the mid range is around 41k. Like, it would be a perfect range where people get emotional as we cross 42k and as we fall below 40k. So I think personally max pain is this, like, just us going up and down, like here, here, here. Like, you would get so much money liquidated just by people thinking we are going up higher or we are going down lower. So that's something to keep in mind, because if you're planning to trade this week or the next few weeks, you have to prepare for what's coming. Like, even though we've been in an uptrend for so long, it doesn't have to stay that way. We can start ranging around these prices. We could start cascading lower. Like, who knows? You just have to have all the basic principles ready for what the market gives you. So yeah. Also, what you might have seen me tweet like a few days ago. I've seen someone say, like, just we were around 36k, around here, and I saw someone tweet like, just one more sweep of 38k and I would short, and then we go down. And at that point, I got an idea, like, why would the market give us, like the retail part of the market, why would they give us what we want? And I just had a realization: if we go to the 38k level again, I didn't think it would hold as resistance. Like, and it played out perfectly. I didn't trade it, to be honest. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't trade along from here to here. I've been mostly sidelined, just sitting somewhat in spot, but that doesn't matter. I still share my ideas on the market. So this one, actually, I could have played it perfectly, but who cares? Yeah, the guy said 38k then down. I said it wouldn't make sense for it to go to 38k. It would give the plebs the chance what they want, and the only thing that made sense was going up higher. So yeah. Also, something to keep in mind. Yeah, I'm all over the place, I know. Something to keep in mind is the volume. Like, most of you read Emperor BTC trading manual or whatever it's called, and you know that he talks about the idea of, like, let's draw it out. Like, if you have volume, if you have the price in an uptrend and the volume in a downtrend, there's one situation. If you have a price down and volume up, I mean volume down, yeah, my bad. And actually let's do this, because I don't want to draw too much. So this will be enough for our example. If you have price going up with volume going down, it basically means the market is not, the price going up is not supported by most of the people. Yeah, this is some other drawing, it doesn't matter. Basically, if you have price going up and volume going down, you tend to think that it's not going to be in an uptrend for as long of a time as it would have been if the volume was going up. Like, you could see, let me just delete this. You could see the market going up here and volume being strong. Like, it was extremely strong around here, meaning that the whole move is supported by actually people who are buying. And something you could have noticed here, yeah, here as well, the downtrend was actually really affirmated by the volume. So you would think it would continue going in that way. But something we've noticed is, like, around March or April this year, right, volume has been dead, absolutely dead. Like, these levels of volume are big bear market things. So the whole move up, like, it was a good volume until we started going up. I mean, we've been ranging here for some time, but most of the move up hasn't been supported by the volume. And if you've read your Emperor BTC manual, you would have known that is not usually a good occasion to happen, if you're a bull, of course. So, I mean, he's not coming up with that out of nowhere. It's what's usually been working. So it makes sense for this to get retraced. Like, who knows how long it takes, who knows when it happens, but you just have to expect every single situation. Also, something that I found interesting is the fact that we not really interesting, but something that I think could happen, and a scenario probably going to play out, is if we get a pullback below 40k, like into 38s, 39s, 40s, who knows. I'm planning to load up on altcoin longs on altcoins that were strong, like TIA, like INJ, maybe even buy some spot things like Peter was a great buy if you bought it here, and maybe if it goes lower to the monthly open I would buy it. TIA has been on a rampage lately, so there's not really a reason not to buy it. I mean, not to long it. Like maybe if we get a pullback into this level, who knows. It all depends on how the market plays out, and I don't want to predict too much. I just want to be able to adapt to the market and what it gives us. So let me see what I wanted to say. Yeah, a strategy that I sometimes use in a trending market is you go to the CoinMarketCap site and you look for the strongest coins. Like, yeah, Luna was an extremely strong coin. Like, if it actually, I mean, Luna and Luna Classic, let's look at Luna Classic. If you look at the coin, it's been on a rampage, and you would want to get in around some levels that are lower, like maybe around here. You don't want to get in here. You would want to get somewhere around there. Yeah, injective as well. Like pullbacks, yeah, this level has been respected extremely, but I haven't played it. I wasn't following injective, so if we get a pullback into 38s, into 40s, depending on how altcoins play out by then, I would probably look to get into the strongest ones. So yeah, as I said, you go to the CoinMarketCap site. I mean, you could look at the top 100 coins, but it doesn't matter. And you look for the strongest ones, like in 24 hours if you want to trade short term, in 7 days if you want to trade a bit longer term. I think the safest bet is probably trading the 24-hour. Like Luna has been absolutely killing it. Also, you would look for some higher cap coins. You don't want to risk too much, but yeah, Near Protocol, Doge is a good long if we get it. OP as well. Like, you look for the coins that you like trading, that you know how to trade, and if they are on the strong side of the market like these, you don't want to trade this coin, like this one. You just don't want to trade it. If it's traded in the 7 day, why would you want to expose yourself to them? So yeah, that's the strategy that I use in both trending upwards and trending downward markets. So that's something to keep in mind. Also, one thing that I wanted to do is do a bit of charting, and something that we could do here is like do a little volume profile, and we do it on the whole move up, like from here maybe to here. I mean, this works, and this is a bit lower than I wanted. Like, you would want to buy on the volume climax, like if Bitcoin manages to pull back to the monthly open, let's say. I mean, if we put it like here maybe. Oh no, that's the wrong thing, my bad. If we pull it to around here, I just want the price to go, the volume climax to go to the monthly open. It doesn't even matter, to be honest. The point is, you just want as much confluence as possible, and you could get it by also drawing a Fibonacci sequence for the whole move, and you just get to the highest level from the lowest one, and you can see the 0.5 of the whole move is around 37.7. so even more confluence. You might have seen me on Twitter tweeting about 37.7. 10 times or even more, because it's just an extremely confluential level. Like if I go to the daily, you could see 37.7 being, sorry, you could see 37.7 being extremely big of a level. Like here it's been support, here it's been support for some time, and as soon as we broke down from it, yeah, you could see what happened. So as we started approaching it again, let's go to the lower time frame. I know the chart is chaotic, but most of the levels are relevant. So like, yeah, as I said, it's been resistance over and over again. Like if you look at the 37 level, it's been resistance here, it's been resistance here, it's been resistance here, here, not so much. And as soon as we got over it, we've pumped like crazy. So yeah, 37.7 would be the pullback you want to buy, but I don't think we get it. It's the same scenario as I said. Just one touch of that level and we'll go down and we'll go up. It doesn't matter. I don't think the market makers will give you that, because by then they will have the liquidity they need to push the price lower and make most of retail go out of the market. So yeah. Also, the open interest, I wanted to talk about that. The open interest has been rising. With the volume going down, it's not as supportive for the price, but something to keep in mind is open interest rising. And on this latest move up, on the green candle, we had a big red candle of open interest, which kind of worried me. But as soon as we started going up, open interest came back, and I think we could get somewhat higher with the price. But that's one of the reasons I don't think we see above 43k, maybe 42k, around 42 to 43k. I don't think we see much higher than that. I don't think we get those 48, 46k levels, because it would make most of the retail market happy. Like they would make a lot of money with the price going there. So I don't think market makers give us that, but that's something to keep in mind. Like you want to think in the eyes of a market maker. Like if retail purchases here, why would I want the price to go to 48k? Like how would they make money in that scenario? And if we get over 42k, which has been the biggest resistance of all time, and so on and so on Twitter, if we get over that level and we show strength, okay, I don't know how to pronounce strength, it doesn't even matter. If we get over that level, I think the sentiment changes completely. Like I think all of the plebs on Twitter I can already see the sentiment changing, to be honest. Like in the past few days alone, a lot of Twitter has flipped from being bearish to being bullish. So I don't know how much of a move we can get up. I'm biased toward the downside. I've been biased since 38k. Like I don't think we get that blow off top on Bitcoin. So I'm just planning out scenarios for playing the short term maybe to the long side, and the long term swing trades playing to the downside. So yeah, a scenario to keep in mind, to have at your disposal, is a deviation. Like 42k to 43k is a huge level, and you could say 42k is the big mental barrier, which would make a lot of people think it's either resistance or up only from there. Like so, based off of that, we already have the Monday's high put up above 42k. Something to predict of the market to do is a deviation into this level. Like it could deviate 42k like this, maybe. It could also deviate like, let me just draw it with a brush. Yeah, it could also deviate all the way above 43k. Like imagine the sentiment change if we actually went above 43k. It could deviate this and just keep going lower and just cascade lower. All the late longs will get fucked by this scenario. So you want to play ahead. Also, something that's entirely possible and something that I would play to the long side is a pullback from these levels. Like, even though we've created a range on like the 15-minute chart, yeah, you can see, you could say this is a small range. I'm not gonna chart it out, but you could say this is a small range. Imagine if we actually broke up. Let's use the Monday high and the Monday low as the range, even though they're not as relevant. Let's just use those. Imagine if we broke, wait a second. Imagine if we broke down from that so-called range and started going even lower, like below 40k and to the 38 level, 38, 39 level, like this that I've circled. That's the scenario I talked before about. I think in this scenario you would be safe longing, but not longing all the altcoins, just the strongest ones, like Luna, like Tia, and so on. Yeah, because if they had strength before, they should have it again, unless they're out of juice, which I don't think they are. So that is a scenario you can play and be somewhat safe, like always risk what you can lose, but this is a scenario to keep in mind. And the last thing that I wanted to do is talk about the possible distribution. Like, even though we haven't had a distribution at 38k like it looked like, I think it's entirely possible to have a distribution here. So let me just find the distribution chart. I mean, this one could do it. Yeah, and go to the 1 hour chart. So actually, let me make smaller. Yeah, I made it smaller so that it fits. You could see this as a possible scenario to play out. Like, we could have a move down here, move up here, and just retest these levels as resistance while the distribution happens, and then start falling down. Oh, my bad. And yeah, have the price going down to the previous lows. And if we do a distribution there, we play it from that side. I don't think it's worth it trying to predict the market in like that long of a period, because this distribution could last for like 2 weeks or something. Like, it could be the long distribution, or we could just deviate and go down. If we manage to get to this level, what I would do is shut it up again, because we could have a redistribution. It doesn't even matter. And something that could also happen is just going up from there. Like, you don't wanna predict too far in the future. So we'll see how the market plays out. We just react off of it with scenarios that we've prepared. And also, just a small thing to keep in mind is the liquidity levels. I don't really use an app because I don't usually check them, but like 40.7k should be our next target to maybe grab the liquidity and go up. Like, I don't know. I use it just as a confluence, and I don't see too much confluence in this market. So, at least on this chart. So I think we're bound to go lower. I just don't know what the event will be to make us go lower, and we will wait for that. I'll probably be shorting on 42.5k, some level around there. So that's it for Bitcoin, and maybe we could just check out Ethereum. Let me just see. I don't really have a chart prepared for Ethereum, so we'll do a quick little charting. So this is a key level. This right here. This right here is a key level. These are the wicks that you could play short term, but this huge level is something you would want to play for the long term. So 2400 is the level you would like to tag, at least if Bitcoin dominance comes down a bit. So I'm not really planning on playing ETH because it's not really been behaving as I like it to, as it was a few months ago. So there's just a quick chart for you guys if you wanna do something of it. Like, I might do a complete analysis of Ethereum, but I just don't like trading it lately. So that's it. That's about it. See you guys in the next film.